the sea itself is on fire. Screams echo across the water, but they are not the familiar sounds of battle. They are the sounds of damnation. Sailors leap from their burning ships, hoping for the cold relief of the waves, but they find none. The fire follows them, clinging to the water's surface, clinging to their skin. It cannot be extinguished. It can only consume. For centuries, sailors from the Arab caliphates to the Viking North whispered tales of this horror. They didn't call it by its proper name. They called it sea fire, liquid fire, or dragon's breath. The Byzantine Empire, the inheritors of Rome, called it Greek fire. And it was the best-kept secret in the history of warfare, a secret that was eventually lost to time. This is the story of how a mysterious chemical weapon saved an empire, terrified the known world, and then vanished from history. Part 1. The Devil's Properties. To understand Greek fire, you must first understand what it was not. It was not a simple flaming arrow. It was a chemical nightmare, a substance that defied the laws of nature as they were then understood. Its primary component was a thick, viscous liquid, likely based on petroleum or naphtha, that seeped from the ground in the Middle East. But it was the additives that made it demonic. Byzantine alchemists mixed in other ingredients. Pine resin made the liquid incredibly sticky, adhering to wood and flesh like a burning glue. Sulfur created noxious, suffocating fumes. But the most terrifying ingredient was likely quicklime. When exposed to water, quicklime reacts violently, generating immense heat. This meant that trying to douse Greek fire with water would only make it burn hotter, more furiously. Imagine the psychological impact. You are a soldier taught your entire life that water puts out fire. You throw a bucket of seawater onto your burning ship, and instead of dousing the flames, you cause them to explode in a searing, unstoppable roar. It was a weapon that didn't just destroy your body, it destroyed your sanity. Part 2. The state's darkest secret. The liquid itself was only half of the secret. The other half was the delivery system. The Byzantines developed the siphon, a bronze tube mounted on the prow of their warships, the Dromons. On command, an operator would use a pump to force the liquid through the siphon, which would ignite it as it sprayed out in a massive, roaring jet. It was the world's first flamethrower. Later, they even developed a handheld version, the Kharash, bringing the terror onto castle walls. The formula for Greek fire was the most guarded state secret of the Byzantine Empire. To reveal it was the highest treason. Knowledge of its creation was restricted to a single family of trusted chemists, passed down from father to son under a sacred oath. In the hidden vaults of Constantinople, the formula was kept alongside other forbidden texts. One Byzantine chronicler wrote of a marginal note he once saw in the formula's ledger, showing a swirling sigil he called the Curse of the Scourge, a design disturbingly similar to the ancient Kharash Rune, linking the fire not just to chemistry, but to a legacy of absolute destruction. Part 3. The fire that saved the West. Twice this single weapon saved the heart of the empire, and perhaps the future of Western civilization. In the 7th and 8th centuries, the unstoppable Islamic caliphates set their sights on the greatest prize of all, Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. In 674, a massive Umayyad fleet of over 1,000 ships blockaded the city. The Byzantines were on the brink of collapse, but they had their secret weapon. Their small fleet sailed out and unleashed hell. The Arab fleet, with no defense against the liquid fire, was decimated. Decades later, in 717, the Arabs returned with an even larger force. It was one of the largest invasion fleets in history. Once again, Constantinople faced annihilation. And once again, Greek fire was its salvation. The Byzantine navy turned the Sea of Marmara into an ocean of fire, burning the enemy fleet to the waterline. Had Constantinople fallen, the path into Europe would have been wide open. The West was saved by a secret chemical formula. Part 4. The secret is broken. So what happened to this ultimate weapon? Why did it disappear? The final fatal blow did not come from the Arabs or the Rus. It came from the West. In 1204, the Knights of the Fourth Crusade, instead of fighting in the Holy Land, turned their swords on their fellow Christians and brutally sacked the city of Constantinople. In the ensuing chaos, the city was burned, its treasures were looted, and its ancient libraries were destroyed. The secret workshops of the state alchemists were ransacked. The men who held the formula in their minds were likely killed. In the anarchy of the sack, the 1,000-year-old secret was likely shattered and lost forever. By the time the Byzantines reclaimed their capital decades later, the knowledge was gone. They tried to replicate it, but their attempts were pale imitations. As the age of gunpowder and cannon dawned, the need for the old weapon faded, and its memory passed into legend. Greek fire remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. A weapon born of secret knowledge that saved an empire, terrified its enemies, and was ultimately consumed by the very chaos it was designed to prevent. It is a testament to the power of forbidden knowledge and the brutal ingenuity of war. This journey to uncover the forgotten weapons of the past is our core mission. If you were fascinated by the story of this chemical nightmare, show your support by hitting the like button. And to ensure you don't miss our next exploration into the end of an era, subscribe to The Knight's Journey and ring the notification bell. Because history teaches us that sometimes the most powerful secrets are the ones that are lost forever.